Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Friday, June 18th, 2021. I am Freddie Liebert. Premier of Nevis, the Honourable Mark Brantley, has extended condolences to the family of the deceased as St. Kitts and Nevis has recorded its first COVID-19 related death. In a post on his Facebook page, Premier Brantley noted that June 17th was a sad day for all of us.
It is news the kind of which we had hoped never to have in our country. As Premier of Nevis, I extend my very deepest condolences to the family of this young person who has been lost to this dreaded disease. I hope that this death will send a very clear message to us all that we are not immune from COVID-19, that this monster has come to this world and to our federation to destroy, and that it is up to us as a people to take every step and every measure available to us to protect ourselves and our families. It is my hope that we have no further deaths and that our people will take such measures as are available to them to protect themselves, their families, their communities, and to protect our beloved country. May God continue to bless and protect the people of St. Kitts and Nevis.
Premier of Nevis, the Honourable Mark Brantley. Meantime, a statement issued by the Nevis Reformation Party, NRP, notes that on Thursday, June 17th, the country's Minister of Health announced the first COVID-19 related death for St. Kitts and Nevis. This is definitely sad news for us all. The NRP extends condolences to the family and loved ones of the deceased, saying their thoughts and prayers are with the family during this very difficult time. In light of the surge of cases within the Federation, the NRP uses this opportunity to encourage citizens and residents to adhere to the COVID-19 prevention and control measures that have been put in place by the health officials. These include the wearing of face masks and hand sanitization. The NRP also encourages persons to seek medical advice from their doctor regarding their eligibility for the AstraZeneca vaccine and adhere to the regulations that have been put in place by the authorities. Even though we may have to deviate from our normal way of operating, we are required to be law-abiding, the statement says. The NRP asks everyone to show compassion and demonstrate kindness during this difficult time. We are all in this together. Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris on June 17th expressed his condolences and that of the government and people of St. Kitts and Nevis to the family and loved ones of the individual who succumbed to the COVID-19 disease. This death, which was announced by Minister of Health, the Honourable Akila Byron Nisbet, during a special press conference on Thursday, is the first COVID-19 related death in the Federation. In his statement, the Prime Minister said, "It is indeed a sad day for all of us here in St. Kitts and Nevis after learning that the dreaded coronavirus has claimed the life of one of our citizens." He also assured the family that his thoughts and prayers are with them at this very difficult time. Dr. Hazel Laws is offering advice to persons who have tested positive for COVID-19, highlighting actions they can take to facilitate their recovery. Dr. Laws is the Chief Medical Officer in St. Kitts and Nevis.
If you have been diagnosed with COVID-19, we want you to do your part and not pass on or spread the virus to your loved ones, to your family members, or to anyone for that matter. So if you have been diagnosed with COVID-19, so if you are one of our active cases, we want you to do all you can and not pass on or spread the virus to anyone. Okay? We also want you to boost your own immune system. We also want you to recover speedily. And so we would implore that you eat healthily. So that's fruits and vegetables, smoothies, made from, the same fruits and vegetables. Maintain adequate hydration. Make sure you drink enough water. Of course, you must rest. And then there is exercise. You can do push-ups or abdominals, whatever you like. So exercise is still very important, even while in isolation or self-isolation. And then, of course, you have your multivitamins and supplements. So these are some of the things we want you to do in terms of those of you who are, recovering from COVID-19.
Chief Medical Officer Dr. Hazel Laws. Still to come,
our nationals and residents can access a consistent supply of locally produced items at affordable prices.
the details right after this break.
The Nevis Water Department is getting ready to launch a new app, making it easier for customers to pay online. We've heard all the complaints and the department has made moves, made calls to build a platform that will be easily accessible for our customers. We are getting ready to launch our ePay app. Yes, you've heard right. ePay is coming soon to the Nevis Water Department. Stay tuned. Keep your ears and eyes locked. The Nevis Water Department is here to provide you with exceptional service.
Welcome back. A new agricultural depot is the response to the problem of inadequate food storage capacity, which was being experienced by the Department of Agriculture. With the commissioning of the new facility, which can store up to 25,000 pounds of agricultural produce, farmers in Nevis are being encouraged to grow more food.
With some research, with some consultation, some strategic thinking, and more than $500,000 later, we have a facility with 6 walk-in refrigeration units, which we estimate can store fresh produce at a minimum of 4 weeks without losing its quality and freshness. This too is part of our thrust for food and nutrition security. Our continued service to farmers and of course our thrust to ensure that our nationals and residents can access a consistent supply of locally produced items at affordable prices.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Hughie Sargent, chaired the opening ceremony for the Lawrenson Parry Agricultural Depot. Declaring the facility officially open was Minister of Agriculture, the Honourable Alexis Jeffers.
We are saying within weeks you're able to have produce that are harvested right here on the island of Nevis, and you'll have it for consumption within 2 weeks or 3 weeks. If not the same day, at least we'll have it available to you so that you're eating fresh, wholesome food every single day here on the island of Nevis. And that will translate into good health. That is what we are yearning for and craving for here on the island of Nevis. We are tying our effort in agriculture to good health practices and eating healthy food, wholesome food, and food that is going to be a nourishment to you as you progress through your lifetime.
The Lawrenson Parry Agricultural Depot was officially commissioned on June 10th. All residents of the Federation are invited to participate in the 4th edition of the French singing competition hosted by the Alliance Française of St. Kitts and Nevis. Similar to the competition of the previous year, this one will be held virtually. Registration is free and open to all residents of St. Kitts and Nevis. There are 3 categories: the children category for persons 4 to 10 years old, the adolescent category for persons 11 to 17 years old, and the adult category for persons 18 years and older. 3 songs have been selected for the children category. For adolescents and adults, 4 songs are available. To access the different categories and song choices, send an email to afstkits@gmail.com to get the Google Drive link. Your video entry should be emailed to culture.afskn@gmail.com by July 2nd, 2021. Each entry will be evaluated for interpretation of the song, rhythm, and French pronunciation. Following the jury selection, the finale for the French singing competition will take place at 7 p.m. on July 14th on Zoom. The public will be able to view and vote during the final concert upon registration. The top 3 winners of each category will be awarded cash and/or food vouchers. The French singing competition is supported by the Ministry of Education in St. Kitts and Nevis, the Embassy of France to the OACS member states, and Barbados Corporate Solutions Limited, Jad Cash, Island Bakeries, and Cox and Screws. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I am Fredicia Liburd. Thank you for viewing.